Good morning, readers. So today we're going to identify the main idea by using the top 5 strategy. With 5th graders, we've used top 5 strategy in the past to find main idea. 4th grade, this is a new skill for you, a new strategy that I think you'll enjoy. So the top 5 strategy is used to help you summarize the main idea. That means you're retelling the main idea. It collects key vocabulary, details, and ideas to put into your main idea summary, and it really helps you determine what this text is mostly about. So let's practice. In the past, I would give you this paper, this organizer. I don't have it available for you on It's Learning, but that doesn't mean you can't do the top 5 strategy. What you are going to do on a piece of paper is list 20 important words as you are reading the text. These are words that are repetitive. These are words that come from subheadings. These are words that are bolded. They're words that answer the questions who, what, when, where, why. Who, what, when, where, why. And once you have your 20 words, you will find the top 5, and those 5 words could be added to your main idea summary. Let's practice. So thinking of our strategies that we've been doing in our Up the Ladder unit, the first thing we want to look at, right, is the text features and start to plan out how we're going to chunk this and how we're going to read this and how we're going to analyze this. So we see here the title was one of our text features is a brave woman and pilot. And it looks like this is who we're talking about. So when I see this, this looks like this was a long time ago when planes were first invented. And there was a woman pilot, so I wonder what she did. Why is she important? Maybe she was the first woman pilot. I don't know. We'll have to read on. So I'm going to underline my words in red here. Thinking of this right here, I would say brave is an important word, right? Pilot is absolutely an important word. And I think woman. So we have 3 right there that we could have added to our list. Brave, woman, pilot. For purposes of the mini lesson, I'm not going to write them all in there for time's sake. When we look at our words, we'll pick 5. So let's go ahead and read. My plan will be read a paragraph, think about it, read a paragraph, think about it. Look at the image. You will see a plane. This plane was made a long time ago. You will also see a pilot. A pilot is a person that flies a plane. The pilot in this image was a woman named Betsy Coleman. So I'm thinking of those who, what, when, where, why, how words. We know who. This pilot's name is Betsy Coleman. So this would be 2 of the words that I would add to my top 20. Pilot we already have, so we could circle that one. Plane, I think, is an important word because that's what she does. Again, we said woman. I think what Betsy Coleman does is fly a plane, so fly would be a good one. When was a long time ago. So far I've answered a who question. Who is this person we're talking about? Betsy Coleman. What? She's a pilot. When? Long time ago. Why was she a pilot? I think is the biggest piece that's missing here in our main idea analysis. Bessie was a black woman. It was very hard for black women to become pilots when she was alive. Pilot schools in the United States did not want to teach women and black people to fly. So far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words. We may not get to 20 because this is a shorter text, but we definitely have some good words that will help us identify the main idea here. So going back to my plan of thinking of this paragraph, so we know some more information. Betsy was a black woman. I think that's important. We know woman was already one of our words. It was very hard for black women to become pilots when she was alive. I like this right here, very hard. That might help us out, right? Pilot schools in the United States didn't want to teach women and black people to fly. So teach women to fly. So when I think of this as my top 5 here, which one of these words would be the most important words? I'm going to put those ones in highlighted yellow. So we know woman, Bessie Coleman. The answer is who. What? She flies planes. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words really right there. We might have to reduce those. We'll say Bessie Coleman is one word, so we have 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have who, we have what, we have when, a long time ago. Why did she fly? Didn't really answer, and when you read this text more, it does tell you that she wanted to be to fly. She was a black woman who could not fly. So I really think when I analyze this and infer is that why she wanted to do this was because she wasn't allowed to fly. Didn't have to do with her breaking a color barrier, maybe it did, but really was, I think, that she wanted to become a pilot. So I think I'm going to say that it was very hard was a word in black woman. So looking at that, let's think of our main idea now. So if I was filling out this organizer, my main idea summary would be Bessie Coleman was a black woman who learned to fly a long time ago. So we've used long time ago, Bessie Coleman, black woman. We didn't really use very hard in here. So I think we need to revise this. Bessie Coleman was a black woman who was unable to learn how to fly in the U.S. I'm thinking about this, guys. Was that the main idea? Was that what that was mostly about? Talked about Bessie Coleman in the second paragraph here. Yeah, because the United States did not want to teach. I think we could revise this a little bit still. How about Bessie Coleman was a black woman who learned how to be a pilot? When I look at that right there, Bessie Coleman was a black woman who learned how to be a pilot. That really does cover most of the words that we've come across. Bessie Coleman, black woman, pilot. 1, 2, 3, learned. 4, 5. Those are 5 of the top words there. So that main idea, I think, could have been a title in here, could have been a title in there. So these are all really solid words that would help support that main idea. So your task today will be to do something similar. You're going to get on Epic and you could pick a book of your choice and use the top 5 strategy. What I would like you to do is on a separate piece of notebook paper, you don't have to recreate this organizer. What you could do on a separate piece of notebook paper is just list 1 to 20. And that's where you'll have your words. And then you can start sketching out and writing your main idea summary statement. When you're done with that, there's a Padlet at the end of this learning page. Remember that today everything's put into a sequence, so at the end of this page you'll be able to access that Padlet, and you could take a picture of your work and type your main idea statement. Some keys for you today would be to think of these things. Preview the text. Look at the bolded words, subheadings, photographs, those keywords. Think of your reading plan. While you are reading, chunk, 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 chunk. Chunk and think of those words that are important that answer the 5 W's. Who, what, when, where, and why. Reflect Ask yourself, what is this main message? What is this mostly about? What is this mostly about? What is this mostly about? That question really helps. And at the end, write your summary, and then make sure that summary makes it onto It's Learning Today. All right, good luck, readers.